Hello, Artful Manifestors. Thank you for joining me. Today, we're asking, what is the soil of your life most fertile for at this time? What does it need to be forced? What is already reaching toward the light? Asking only for your presence and care. And to choose your reading, you can choose from one of the cards I'm about to reveal or one of the crystals I'm going to introduce. All right, for reading number 1, we have Gladiola. And for reading number 2, Pansy. For reading number 3, Dahlia. All right, let your intuition guide you. Oh, I didn't introduce the crystals. You can, of course, choose without that, letting your intuition guide you. Or if you'd like to hear what the crystals are, let me show you now. This is Scolecite for reading number 1. And for reading number 2, Golden Healer. And for reading number 3, Blue Lace Agate. All right, whichever flower or crystal you're most drawn to is most likely the reading meant for you. Of course, you're always welcome to listen to 2 or even all 3 of the readings. There might be additional guidance for you there. You'll find a link to all the readings in the description box below, as well as a list of the cards that I used during this reading. And if I happen to have a link where you can find those cards, I include that as well. Enjoy your reading. Hello, reading number 1. You chose Skolasite, the stone of inner peace and soul union. It's connected to the third eye chakra and the crown chakra and the soul star chakra. It connects you to higher planes, angelic realms, and interdimensional consciousness, deepening inner peace, strengthens your dream work, meditative states. It's ideal for journeying or receiving soul messages. It encourages heart-based connection in relationships, including twin flame or soul group bonds, facilitates release of fear, anxiety, energetic clutter that might be in the aura. And it can help you realign your energy and your soul purpose. Even if you feel like you have a soul contract that you committed to before you incarnated, just know that you can always void those and update them, create new ones. So that's what I see happening. You have the gladiola, and let me put my glasses on so I can read this. All right. It says strength of character and moral integrity. And then there's a quote here by Helen Keller. Character can not be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experiences of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. So the combination of the Skolasite and the gladiola lets me know that you've already gone through trials and tribulations, and it's made you stronger and made you more aware of yourself, of energy. You have this inner strength and moral fortitude, integrity, courage, as a result of your trials and tribulations. And you now can focus on your calling, your purpose, whether those be commitment to spiritual growth or creative pursuits. I see you standing tall like the gladiola. All right, let's get some tarot cards and see what else we can find out. What are reading number one's life soil conditions most ready to grow with ease? All right, I feel like that is too many, but this one landed on, oh, there's two. We're going to take these two. We have the Hierophant and the Sun. And sometimes, when so many cards fly out, I think that's a message in and of itself, saying that your ground is so fertile that you have a lot of options. It's like, what they're telling me is how the blood type O is the universal donor, I believe. I could be getting wrong which blood type it is, but there is one blood type that is the universal donor that all or most other people with different blood types can still receive. And so it's kind of like that, like the conditions for you can receive just about any dream that you plant in them, and it's going to grow. Page of Wands. The Hierophant is that sacred teacher. Sometimes it's about traditional dogma and the request to follow that tradition or to create your own. And in this case, what I see is that you're finding it easier to create your own traditions, listen to your own inner wisdom. With the Skolasite aligning with the third eye, crown, and soul star chakras, and your communication to the higher realms, what I see is you have a direct line to your inner wisdom, your intuition, your higher self. And it's easier for you at this time to listen to your own inner wisdom and trust yourself, and possibly maybe even be a leader for others. And it's this spiritual type leadership that's rooted in ancestral truths, modern relevance, and your own life experiences. It's your life experiences, your trials and tribulations that have broken things down, decomposed them, and made this rich soil beneath your feet now. So you're becoming this bridge between tradition and innovation. There's, the old ways and the new seekers. and these old ways are outdated. It's time for them to be revised, and you're the bridge of doing that, because they're crumbling anyways, and the next generation may be lost because there's not a foundation there. And so you're giving them access to this new way. So I see you as the Hierophant, sharing your voice, teaching in some way. And this doesn't necessarily have to be formal, although it could be. It could be by modeling. And also I'm hearing anchoring in that energy, because you're like the ancestor for others, even if you don't have descendants. Spiritually, you're the ancestors for the next generation, or the ancestor for the next generation, one of them, because you've gone through, digested the traditions, the norms, the dogma that didn't work, and you've chewed it up, digest it, and spit it out and into a new form that's more palatable for others. So you've done all this hard work, and you've anchored in this new way of spirituality, trusting yourself, feeling what aligns with you. So I do see this is your season to embody sacred authority, not from the ego, but from your own devotion, embodied devotion to yourself, to spirit, to your higher self, your soul purpose, and what feels aligned and right for you. And with the Sun card, this is, sun is joy. In the sunlight, we can see clearly. So you're being seen. What they're showing me is your inner light is glowing brightly, allowing you to be seen easily. You don't have to prove yourself. You just have this glow about you. You have this authentic expression that's radiant and free, and there's no people pleasing or trying to prove yourself or forcing. This is just you here, basking in the glow of the sun, others basking in your light, and you shining your light on others. You're not hiding, and you're celebrating life. You're playing, dancing, you have childlike wonder, warmth, and these are your companions: playfulness, warmth, wonder. And it's just because you've aligned with this energy that you can just with ease, without effort, let this radiance flow. This is a seed that is already sprouted. And in addition to light, it just needs laughter to continue to grow. The Page of Wands is the spark of something new. And it may not be 100% new, but it's that next level up, because it's the first card in the court cards. So it's calling upon that past experience, past desires perhaps, but taking it to the next level. So it could be a new vision of something, a new project or calling. And it might even seem small now, but just like a seed seems small, it holds great magic and can grow into something you can't even imagine at this time. It's this rekindles a sense of curiosity and wonder. We see that in the sun here. I see this being an adventurous time for you. It's just this divine spark that's burning in you and kind of pulling you in the right direction because you're aligned. So what you're inspired to do is the right thing to do. That's where you are. You don't have to even know exactly what the seed is going to grow into. Maybe it's just this almost like a seed that you found that looks special. You just feel inspired to plant it and see what happens. It's that kind of curiosity, like, you know what, let's just try this and see what happens. It's starting this new path with this innocent curiosity and courage. So the soil of your life is rich with wisdom and ready to bear sacred fruit. You don't need to work hard or strive to shine. You are shining, just you being you. And what's growing is this joyful form of sacred teaching and creative wonder. It's like you're both a student and a sage. It's both. And it's very fulfilling. It's very fulfilling. It's like appeasing so many desires at once. The thirst for knowledge, the fulfillment of teaching the next generation, helping others to grow. Because, like that sun, you're helping other seeds to find the light and sprout and grow. So beautiful. Reading number 1. So excited for you. Please let me know if this resonates. I love to read your comments, and I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 2. You chose the Golden Healer crystal, which is a type of quartz. So it helps align all the chakras, especially solar plexus and crown, with this golden color running through it. It infuses the body and aura with golden healing energy from source consciousness. It enhances the connection to the universal life force and higher healing intelligence, and can help release emotions and facilitate karmic healing across timelines. It activates joy, vitality, and radiant embodiment of your soul's purpose. It's a purifying and energizing at the same time of all of your subtle bodies. the card that you chose, Pansy, says sweet thoughts. And, pansies are small, but they have a big spirit. Its name comes from a French word which means thought or remembrance, and it's considered a flower of both the heart and the mind. It has velvety petals, and its energy is all about love, memory, courage, and gentle soul healing. So already I see this healing that goes deeper than your current life, your present life, and emotional balance. Something about soul memory and courage to speak your truth. Let's get some tarot cards and see what other messages we can get. What is reading number 2's life soil fertile for at this time? What can they grow and nurture with ease without forcing anything? All right, we have the Empress. And the Seven of Cups. And the Magician. Wow. Okay, you got 2 major arcana here, the Empress and the Magician. And the Seven of Cups, look at all the choices. So it's like, when I saw this card come out, I was like, well, you can pretty much do whatever you want. Your life soil is fertile for whatever you choose. And the Empress, the question is, what is your life's soil fertile for at this time? And the Empress is the embodiment of fertile earth, the great mother. So your life is ripe for creative birthing, artistic works, offerings, courses, soul-led projects that you're ready to grow through you. So you're the fertile soil. So it could be nurturing others from an overflowing cup, not doing it out of obligation, but radiant nourishment. Because as I said, you are the fertile soil. So it's also a body wisdom of pleasure and, connecting to your sensuality through the senses. So enjoying things like smells and textures and even the temperature, the wind, the warmth of the sun, colors, how things taste, sounds, beautiful sounds, all the senses, just this deepening connection to sensuality and receiving pleasure through the physical senses of the body and understanding your body more. Living in tune with your cycles, seasons, inner rhythms. So you are the garden, and what you tend with love will flourish wildly. I love it. And we see this garden around her. And the Seven of Cups is its choice, its vision, possibility. So it's up to your imagination. There are no limits. You can cast your net wide into the realm of possibilities of what if you're in this liminal space rich with potential, and not all ideas may need to be acted upon, but you have a ton of ideas and you're going to find the right one. You'll find out which one deserves exploration and nourishment. So let your mind fantasize all the possibilities and make your choice with your inner wisdom, your alignment. When you feel grounded in your intention, you'll know that's the right choice. But this is a time to maybe even keep a journal and write down, what if this, what if that? But I do see you choosing wisely which creative endeavor to invest your energy in. Because what happens if you plant a bunch of seeds in the same spot, like that, you have this fertile soil and you have all these seeds and you put them all in the same spot, they probably will all sprout, or most of them, and they'll start to grow. But over time, as they grow, they're going to start to compete. And some of them will wither and some of them will flourish. And so you can speed up the process of the right ones flourishing by making that wise choice. And I do see you doing that. Because the very next card is the Magician, and the Magician is the manifester. So this card also tells me that you have all the tools you need to bring your vision into form. It's this high level of energetic alignment, as above, so below, as within, so without. So you're getting ready to activate something. You're no longer preparing, right? You're birthing. That seed is sprouting. And you are in creation. This is the actual embodied form of your spiritual insight. I definitely see somebody writing. There's all these little pictures floating above each cup. And this is a flaming sword, but initially I saw it as a plume, and we have a book right here. And I already mentioned writing down your ideas, but I see somebody birthing written content like a book. So it could be a book, a grimoire. It could also be content that you put out there on the internet in some shape or form. Definitely some creative endeavor. It's your creativity that's coming forward to be birthed and take form. And with the Pansy Sweet Thoughts, it's a reminder to tell yourself that this is meant to be. You have the right tools. It's that seed planted. You see it sprout. You make sure it has enough sunlight. You give it nourishment with fertilizer or compost tea. You water it, and you just keep nurturing it, and it is going to bear fruit. I love that. So excited for you. Reading number 2. If you're writing a book, I am so excited for you. Of course, it can be any creative endeavor. The book is just one thing that they're showing me. All right. Reading number 2. I am wishing you the best. Please let me know if this resonates. I love to read your comments. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 3. You chose the blue lace agate, which is a stone of tranquil expression and angelic communication. It's connected to the throat chakra and the third eye, promoting calm, loving communication, ideal for those healing their voice or learning to speak their truth. It serves nervous system overload, or not serves, it soothes it. It's especially good for highly sensitives. It opens the channel for receiving messages from guides, angels, your higher self, and helps dissolve fear or repression around self-expression, especially from childhood. It encourages grace in difficult conversations and emotional vulnerability. So it allows you to speak your truth without sounding harsh. It is a balm for your voice, for your throat chakra, your expression, both in how you feel and how you're received. And you chose the dahlia. It says dignity. The dahlia is resilience with beauty, faith in your own becoming. It's inner strength through grace. It's a powerful ally for those in soul reclamation work or healing fragmentation from trauma or disassociation. It encourages you to simplify, to stop trying to simplify or shrink yourself. You're allowed to be many things at once. You are not too much. You are the sum of your sacred layers. And dahlia resonates with the solar plexus and sacral chakras. So it's empowering you to be creative. It's empowering your creative expression. So we have the blue lace agate with the throat chakra and expression. And here we have dahlia with the solar plexus and sacral chakras, empowering that expression and sacred confidence. It's great for speakers, artists, performers, healers, stepping into visibility with integrity. It energizes courage to begin that next chapter, especially after a time of hiding or masking, minimalizing yourself. And Dahlia is beautiful. It holds the vibration of elevated aesthetics, sacred beauty. It's a flower that can, adorn altars and sacred spaces. It reminds you to live in a way that feels beautiful to you, even if it doesn't make sense to others. It helps shift from survival mode to soulful thriving. All right, let's see what the tarot cards have to say. Reading number 3. What is your life soil fertile for at this time? What's already sprouting without being forced? Oh, all right. That is too many cards. So I'm just going to put them all back. If they're meant to come out, they will. What is reading number 3's life soil fertile for at this time? What's already emerging doesn't need to be forced. All right, here we go. Justice. Ace of Swords. Three of Pentacles. The Justice card validates what Blue Lace, Agate, and Dahlia have already whispered to us, that you're living in alignment with your values. And so what that means is that you're better at setting boundaries and making difficult choices. And with these scales here, you're bringing things into balance. You're righting imbalances, especially those that have kept you silent, small, or overextended. Because now you can speak your truth with grace, dignity, integrity, and you can say no when your plate's already full. So you're saying yes to yourself, speaking that truth, saying no thank you when you already have a full plate. And justice is also about truth. So there's this truth that you're offering, your truth, your ancestral truth, your cosmic truth, in a way that liberates. It doesn't condemn. So this is justice, not judgment or punishment. So what's being born in you is this, what's growing in you is this instrument of divine fairness, where your actions match your inner knowing, and it comes from a mature place of love and fairness. Again, not, punishment. And it's a doorway where personal sovereignty meets universal order. And you're ready to walk this with dignity and integrity as your compass. The Ace of Swords is the cutting through confusion. It's, you don't have the self-doubt. You have clarity, insight, and you're speaking or writing with this new truth, new philosophies, new teachings, and if you were drawn to reading number 2 and now you're watching reading number 3, this is definitely a message urging you to write. I don't know if it's a book or creating a course or giving lectures, but something that is distilling this newfound wisdom and understanding into words. I see you with this lightning on this sword, receiving downloads, divine insights that now you're ready to express, not just hold. It's like you've received them, you've mulled them over, processed them, integrated them, and now you're ready to share that with others. And it's, this is, this Ace of Swords is sharp, it's clean, it's fresh, it's like it's clearing the air so that you're free of entanglement. And the Three of Pentacles is collaboration. We see 3 people here, and they've each drawn or painted a pentacle on the wall so that they can compare, not out of competition, but through learning and through creating something beautiful. Variety is a very enriched soil. You want your soil to have all the minerals in it, not just heavy in nitrogen or heavy in calcium. It needs everything in order to support that life in a healthy way. It's sacred craftsmanship. So I do see you working with others in a way to learn from each other. So it could be, like in a class or some kind of support group. There's a word that I'm looking for, like a guild, maybe, where you help each other. Like, maybe, let's say you are artist and somebody's really good at depicting wildlife and somebody else is really good at portraits and somebody else is good at landscapes, and they're all part of this guild. And so people, come to them, oh, you're an artist, can you do this portrait for me? And maybe that person is good at landscapes, but they're like, I'm really good at landscapes, but there's somebody in my guild that is great at portraits. Let me give you their number. So you're really supporting each other in that way. I see this really beautiful kind of partnership where not only it's a networking tool, but you're receiving support about your work, recognition, appreciation. It's encouraging you, and you're encouraging them. And it's a compliment of all of your gifts that, what they're showing me is in the garden, in nature, you will see certain plants and trees, flora that grow next to each other. And it's like they're friends or allies, and they like to grow next to each other. For example, there's some plants that need the shade of the tree because the sun is too much for them. And then there's the whole mycelium network that helps the communication between those and breaking things down so that they can share resources with one another. And this is the kind of collaboration that I see you experiencing and being part of, that's helping your soil become even more fertile, not just for yourself, but for others. Yeah, it's beautiful. You still have this sovereignty to create what you want to create. But you also have these allies that are supporting you, encouraging you, and sending you resources. And it's going both ways. It's a beautiful, reciprocating relationship. So the soil of your life is fertile for building something that is true. It's time for you to speak your truth. You have clarity cutting through the fog, and you're restoring balance with your words, with your presence, with your vision. You're co-creating with those who honor your gifts, and you're serving something higher. This is a time of clear alignment, right action, and sacred architecture. Wow. So happy for you, reading number 3. This feels so exciting and empowering, encouraging, loving. Yeah, I particularly see a lot of growth in this collaboration. I keep wanting to call it a guild. So if you're thinking about joining a writer's guild or an artist guild, or maybe you have, but you haven't really taken advantage of it, this is a message for that. And please let me know if that's something that you've already done or that you're thinking about it. I love to read your comments, and I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye.